What's going on, guys? I'm shopping for an F30 340i right now, and yesterday I drove two of them. A 2017 with 30,000 miles on it and a 2018 with 20,000 miles on it. Both cars are M Sport, but besides that, they are actually optioned very different. So I'm going to talk about both cars and compare the options and how they felt to drive, and then you can let me know which one you would pick. But first, I've been asked before if a tuned 335i would be faster than a stock 340i, and the answer is hell yeah. My last car, the 2015 boot mode tuned 335i, is way faster than both of the cars that I drove yesterday. Let's start with the rear wheel drive one. This one is Alpine white with the 19-inch style 704M wheels. I like the color and the wheels are nice too, but I would still change them. My last car came stock with the front lip, carbon fiber mirror caps, a sport rear diffuser, carbon fiber wing, and M Performance exhaust. This one only has a carbon fiber wing, so I will need to add everything else, but at least it does have the M Performance brakes, because that brake kit would be very expensive to add if it didn't come with it. Let's move on to the interior. Since it's a 2018, it does have the touchscreen iDrive, but other than that, the interior is nearly identical to my 2015 335i, just a few slight trim differences. Now let's talk about how it drives. The suspension feels slightly less floaty than my 335i, and I can't tell if the steering feels any different from my last car, but I don't know, it does have the variable sport steering, but my last car also had that. The car does feel more torquey than my 335i did when it was stock. The 340i comes with 20 more horsepower and 20 and 30 more torque than the 335i stock. But a stage 1 335i still feels a lot faster than the stock 340i. Let's move on to the xDrive model. This one is black sapphire metallic with 18-inch style 398 wheels, and I really don't like these wheels. I would switch them out right away. As far as the exterior color goes, I've owned a black car before, and it looked really good when it was clean, but it was hard to keep clean, especially living in the Northwest where it's always getting rained on, and I still don't live in a home with a garage right now. And in addition to the dirt problem, every single scratch on my black car would be very noticeable. But maybe if I ceramic coated the entire car, then I would solve that problem. As far as the rest of the exterior goes though, this one is M Sport and it has the M Sport brakes, but it doesn't have any of the extra stuff like the lip or exterior carbon fiber pieces. But that's not a big deal. I would just add all of that myself. On the interior though, this one has some things that the 2018 model doesn't have and that my 335i also did not have. One thing is the front camera. I like seeing exactly how close I am to the curb, especially when I add that front lip. The next thing is the suede leather trim. It just looks good, feels nice to touch. And the last thing is the carbon fiber trim around the door handles and around the shifter. Having a little carbon fiber on the interior is just nice. No touchscreen on this one, but I don't really care. That's not a big deal for me. I like using the little manual knob anyway. This one by far has the best interior. Now let's move on to how it drives. The xDrive model is great off the line, but it just doesn't feel as good in the corners as the rear wheel drive models. Now, one solution to this problem is to get xDelete. That way I could flash between all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive whenever I wanted and have the benefits of both. But anyway guys, that's it. Let me know which one you would choose. And before I end this video, there is one quick thing I'd like to mention. They did have the G80 M3s and the G82 M4s in the dealership, so I finally got to see them in person. But they told me that they sold all of them out instantly. They don't even have any more that are for sale right now. So for anyone who was telling me 6 months ago that no one would buy the G80 because of how ugly the front end is, you were wrong. They're selling like crazy right now.